At Starboard, we created the Wingboard, a board that is 4-in-1. You can use it for SUP surfing, for SUP stand-up paddle boarding in a normal way. You can use it for wingboarding, and you can also windsurf with them. So if you have a windy day on the beach, you have some waves, you have beautiful sunshine, there is not one activity that you can miss with these. We really prepared the board to be perfect for stand-up paddling, perfect for wingboarding, to learn and have an entry-level experience. It's a really good entry-level windsurf board as well. And actually, I just took this board out for a little surf session and had a lot of fun. So there you go, 4-in-1. You cannot go wrong with it. So the Wingboard, to be 4-in-1, it's coming first of all in 2 different constructions. You can have a hard board, the one that you see on my right, or you can have an inflatable board if you have less space for storage and you want to have a bit more mobility while you're going around on the water or when you're traveling. When we start to think about entry-level wingboarding, we figured that if the board had a center fin, it was a lot more versatile and it was keeping the direction a lot more. So overall, you had a much more pleasant experience while having those first times on the water. To achieve this, we have placed, besides the rear fin, as in every single stand-up paddle board, we also have the chance to place a center fin on the board. And this helps with windsurfing, it helps with wingboarding. And if you're a little bit more unstable and you really want a board to track perfectly, you can leave it in also while you stand up paddle in calmer conditions. Once you go to surf and SUP surf, I would take the center fin out of the board and just use the rear fin as a normal surfboard would do. Both of the boards, as you can see, have the possibility and the chance to put the center fin in. One is coming with a top tuttle box and the other one is coming with a usual US box. And you can just place your fin in here, and whenever you're going out for wingboarding or for windsurfing, you might want to have the center fin in the center of the board to have the straight line and to be able to get from A to B without much deviations. Both of the 4-in-1 boards are coming with the Mast insert. If you're a windsurfer or if you have started windsurfing now, you will know that you will need to attach a mast with a sail onto your board. And both of these boards have this amazing opportunity. So here you have your Mast insert. I can show it to you also on the board a little bit further here. So just like in every windsurf board, you will put your mast foot here and that will connect to your sail and your board is ready to go. On the other side, on the inflatable version, we have the very special insert over here to place securely and safely your windsurfing equipment and your sail, and the board is going to be flying under your feet and give you a great experience on the water. Besides the mast foot and the positioning, you also have the inserts for putting foot straps. So whether it's an entry-level wingboarding or an entry-level windsurfing, putting the foot straps in your board always gives you that extra new level of experience. You start to go a little faster. It's like putting an extra gear in a car. And having the inserts on the board really made this windsurfing and wingboarding gliding experience so much more comfortable and more stable. So if you have the chance, on both boards, you can place 3 foot straps, just like on a proper windsurf board or on a wingboard. Don't miss the chance, put your foot straps on it, and you're going to have an amazing experience. This amazing fin for the center part comes with 2 screws. The tuttle box on the top has 2 screws as well. What you're going to do is you just flip the board up. You take your screws out first. So you have your screws, and you grab your center fin, put it on the inside of the board, slide it in. A little hit never hurts, and as you can see, it's already placed all the way inside very nicely and seamlessly. You only need to fix it from the other side. So you will flip your board back. Once your fin is in position, you get your screwdriver and slowly find the position for one screw and then for the other screw here, and you just screw your fin right in it. This center fin while you're windsurfing and especially wingboarding is extremely important because it will help you to keep direction and it will help you to be able to go upwind which is very important while you're wingboarding because you want to be able to get back to the same place where you were coming from. And the board definitely is more maneuverable while you're stand-up paddling or SUP surfing with only one fin, but while you're wingboarding, you want to have the option to have two fins because you will have a much more stable and predictable ride. Okay, just as said, we're going to change the bottom fin as well because we have installed the center fin already. We're just gonna take this fin out quickly and just place a slightly larger tail fin on as well on this board so that we have a better tracking and a better control of direction while we're paddling. So these hard boards are coming with net positive, recycled, upcycled fins from fishing nets. Starboard is really doing a great job in trying to make and recycle as many parts of the board as possible. We are talking about not only a 4-in-1 wingboard, but an eco board. And once you place this larger fin in your board, you can really see that both the front fin and the tail fin are nice and square, and it's going to give you a lot of stability, a lot of tracking, and a very predictable ride while you're wingboarding. So definitely this is the setup that I would advise to anyone who wants to get into the sport. Just having the two fins is going to give you a lot more stability, a lot more drive, and a lot more tracking while you're wingboarding, so you don't have to worry and you can really focus on that control that you want to learn while you're holding the sail in your arm. And now I'm going to put some foot straps on the board because it gives me more stability and more comfort while I'm riding. Both the inflatable and the hardboard version are able to have the foot straps, especially for wingboarding and for windsurfing. I would advise to put the foot straps on because once on the go, you can really nicely slide your feet in there, have a bit more pressure against them, and just have a faster, more efficient ride. To make the foot straps, it's pretty easy. You have 3 foot straps possibilities and options. It's here on the center of the board. You're going to have one foot strap that goes towards the tail, and that's going to be for your back foot usually. And then you have 2 foot straps going to the front in a little bit of an angle so you can choose the actual fit that has been made for you and fits you the best. So the back foot strap is usually straight and the 2 front ones can be put in a little bit of an angle so that you can create your personal comfort depending on how you like it the most. When everything is ready for your wingboarding session and you're almost in the water or you're actually already in the water, I will show you how is the easiest and what are the first steps to get up and going. So pretty much like in any other water sport and in stand-up paddling as well, usually starting on your knees might give you a little bit of a safer and more controlled options before trying to get on your feet straight away. So you might find yourself in the position of the water where your wing is hanging next to you in the water. You can have one hand in the center neutral handle already, and then your hands are just around you on the board, making sure that you're nice and secure. Obviously, you're facing the direction where you want to be going. So in this case, we're gonna go upwind a little bit. What you want is to work slowly yourself up and lift up your wing from the water, get your handle up, and once the wing is already in the air, you can try to slowly and gently put one foot up to have a bit of get going, and you feel that the board in this direction usually is already starting to move a little bit. And once you have movement, you have stability. The only thing you need is to brace yourself, take off, stand up, and enjoy wingboarding and new horizons. You're ready to go. You're quite centered on the board. You want to be standing somewhere around the center handle area at the start to have a nice and balanced glide. Your front hand is slightly pushed forward, and with your back hand, you're controlling the amount of power that you have in your water. If you feel a little bit wobbly or there's some situation going on, you can always just let it go. Have your neutral handle, letting your wing just flying around you. You can never go wrong with that. Recombine a little bit. take a breath, see where you're at, maybe turn your complete rig if you want, and then again, you can start just by putting one knee up, look for the handle, and once you have your position and your speed going, you just nicely push up into your feet and you're ready to fly. And just keep your face up and don't lose your balance and enjoy the elements.